We talked about the character Tammuz, who is the shepherd in the Sumerian stories, and we have a story of Jesus Christ uh, as a married man. He married Maria Magdalena, the one who were supposed to be sleeping around, and the Jews they wanted to stone her, and Jesus saved her. He redeemed her. She became his wife. She became his wife, and I will show you the links. And the story is repeating itself. Jesus Christ, he sacrificed himself not for humans, for his wife, but the story representing to sacrifice on for your lover. You die for your lover. Jesus Christ, he did that. Tammuz, Tammuzi, he did that because the martyrs, they don't die, they live forever. So Jesus Christ, a martyr, he died for love. And Tammuz, he died for love as well. And still people now, they die for love. They die for, if you love something, you love yours, something that is righteous, it's your right to love your wife, to die for your wife, to protect your wife. And this is very, very important. If you have this relation, if you are a man like Jesus Christ, you need to love your wife, and if you die for her, we talked about the Muzi, talk about Jesus Christ as the wise serpent, meaning Zida. In the Sumerian stories, he gave his blood to Inanna, to Eva, Eve, Titi, Eve, and Eve was saved by Jesus Christ when he convinced her to eat from the tree of good and evil. Talked about this one before. So Jesus was punished on the cross, crucified, crucified as a revenge for the deity because he saved his wife. He gave his wife Eve the blood, his blood, so she can procreate on her own. He gave her and her race, the humans, because she is our mother. He gave her the ability to have sex, to procreate, just like gods. We had not this ability before because we didn't have blood, just skeleton and bones and no blood. We cannot have sex without no blood. They were made to be used, and that's why Jesus Christ, he became a serpent just to save her, but he got his punishment. He was sacrificed on the cross because he sacrificed himself for our mother. And the same story repeats itself over and over again. Let's start with this story of this lady who sacrificed herself, talking about the news, the politics, and we jump this before this story. So let's start here. Know that in 20 in 2003, American woman in her 20s, she was 20 years old, and Rachel Bulldozer, she was killed in Gaza. American lady, she was killed in Gaza. Her name was Rachel Corey. So we're gonna read about her a little bit. So yeah, this is Rachel Corey. American activist and diarist. Rachel Elaine Corey was an American nonviolence activist and diarist. She was a member of the pro-Palestinian International Solidarity Movement, and she was active through the Israeli occupied. So this is Rachel Corey, an American. So let's read about her. This is the one. She uh, she was killed by the Israelis. Let's read about her. Rachel Elaine Corey, April 10, 1979. She was killed on March 16, 2003. Was an American nonviolence activist. She was active through the Israeli occupation Palestine territory. In 2003, she was in Rafah in the Gaza Strip. You see Gaza, where the Israeli military was demolishing Palestinians' house at the height of the Second Intifada. While protesting the demolitions, she was killed by an Israeli armored bulldozer that crushed her. She was standing, she was fighting, so she was fighting for the Palestinians in Gaza, and the Israeli bulldozer went and they saw her and they kept on. She died under the Israeli bulldozer. So she was not Palestinian. She was not Arab. She was not Muslim. An American who dies for another cause because American believe this cause is righteousness. To stand with righteousness, to stand with the God of righteousness. These guys, this is their home. They lived there for thousands of years in Gaza, and the Israeli occupation. They, they saw her protecting a family, a house, and they went in and killed her. So yeah, we go back to Tammuz, we go back to Inanna, we go back to Maria Magdalena. The same story repeats itself over and over again. So let's read about this guy. So we remember this guy, Arun Bushner, another guy. So all you people talk about these Muslims, Arabs, say, oh, we love Palestine. These guys who die for Palestine, they are not even Palestinians. They are American, most probably Christians, maybe Jews, I don't know. They are not Palestinians, they're not Arabs. They are not Muslims. They are dying for Palestine just because they know Palestine is for the Palestinians. In Gaza, President Trump, can you compare yourself to Aaron Bushnell? Can you compare yourself? Of course, we cannot compare living and dead, but a guy, American hero, dies for Palestine. And what do you do for Palestine? You want to wipe out Gaza? President Trump, Aaron Bushnell is dead. But he is living in our hearts. He will live in our hearts ever. So let's go to Arun Bushnell. So why did he die? To save Rachel. Let's read further. The same story repeating itself. Self-immolation of Arun Bushnell. On February 25, 2024, Arun Bushnell, a 25-year-old serviceman of the United States Force, died after setting himself on fire outside the front gate of the Embassy of Israel in Washington, D.C. He burned himself. And I went thinking for days, why did he do that? He's not Palestinian, he's not Arab, he's not Muslim, he's a Christian man, American man, soldier, American soldier. He died for Rachel. So let's go back to this story. We read further. Yeah, so let's hear. So here we have Inanna. We know that Inanna was a queen. This is from the Sumerian stories. We're gonna read here. Starting reading here. So this is the story. Some of the American Catholics and Protestants are dying for Palestine. This is the same story of Jesus dying for his wife Maria Magdalena. Also, Tammuz is the shepherd, dies for his wife Inanna. He went down to hell to replace her. Tammuz is mentioned in the Holy Bible. Arun died. Rachel died for Palestine. Arun died for Palestine. Same story, it's keep repeating through ages. Many find the story of Jesus Christ very similar to the story of Tammuz, who was a beloved hero, sacrificed himself by replacing Inanna, his wife, so she was released from hell. Also, the captured spirit of Rachel was released by Arun, and now her spirit will haunt her killers, and she will have her revenge. Then he brought me to the entrance of the north gate of the house of the Lord, and I saw a woman sitting there, mourning the god Tammuz. Ezekiel 8:14. Let's see that. Let's check this one. So that was a god or a deity or a hero like Romeo, whatever it is mentioned in the Holy Bible. So they knew about him in that country, in the Holy Land, and the culture of Tammuz. Then they brought me to the entrance of the north gate of the house of the Lord, and I saw a woman sitting there mourning. They were crying for the god Tammuz. So let's go back here. We read further. Inanna. So let's see here about this one. The name Easter is the version of the name Ishtar, Ashtarte, Astarut. And also she was called Semiramis, Queen of Heaven. The Roman Emperor Constantine decreed that Christianity would be the state religion of the Roman Empire, eventually led to Christianizing of Rome's yearly festival for Semiramis and Tammuz. That's how the holiday changed from being about resurrection of Tammuz to being about the resurrection of Jesus. However, you see here, people. So let's hear a little about Inanna. Inanna begins her journey. She encounters her first obstacle. So before she died, how was she living? So Queen, this is Inanna. See, representing the goddess of fertility. Queen Inanna was a strong, successful, and powerful woman. She has well respected and admired in her community. One day she hears a whisper calling her to the underworld, to hell. She is a bit mystified about it. Seems to be come out of the blue. Despite trying to ignore it, the whisper continues. The underworld is ruled by her sister Arshigal. Unlike Inanna, Arshigal is the queen of darkness. She rules the dead and all that lies in the shadows. She is passionately in love and married to Nergal, the god of war, plague, and pestilence. As the day passes, Inanna continues to hear this call to the underworld. It is asking her to see what she has not yet seen. So she got curious. Somebody is telling, whispering in her head, like a demon. He's telling, come to hell, or come to this place. So to experience what she has not yet experienced, and to learn what she does not yet know. The whisper grows louder and louder until she can no longer deny it. Inanna, Inanna, the voice beckons. Inanna decides to go. She has been living in comfort and predictability for too long. Perhaps it's time to see why. What she has not yet seen, to experience what she has not experienced, and to learn what she does not know yet. With the help of servant Ninishubur, she got ready for her journey to the underworld. She adorns herself in her royal crown of influence, necklace, bracelets, golden rings, a breastplate for armor, and a thick royal cloak. She takes all her like clothes and stuff, and she goes to hell, goes down to underworld. Ninshubur is very concerned, and he tries to take her out of it. No one goes to underworld and returns unchanged. Those who have attempted it rarely come out alive. Inanna is determined to go either way. She looks to Ninshubur. So these ladies, these guys, they're not afraid for death. They die for righteousness. Ninshubur, my faithful friend, I must do this. I know it will not be easy, but I must go. Will you wait for my return? And if after 3 days, you have this 3 days resurrection, this is Jesus Christ. Oh, but Jesus Christ, he cannot be a lady. You cannot say Jesus Christ is Inanna. No, but Jesus Christ, he died 3 days and resurrected. And Inanna, she died 3 days and was resurrected. The same message. So we go back, we read further. Ninshubar, my first friend, I must do this. I know it will not be easy, but you must go. I must go. This is Inanna talking. Will you wait for my return? And if after 3 days I have not returned, bang the drums, gather my community and tell them what was happened to me. Then go to the elders and ask them to bring me back. Will you do this for me? Yes, my queen, Ninshubur replies with a bow. With that, Inanna sets her foot on her journey to the underworld. So in the underworld, there's 7 gates. So you go to 7 gates, they ask her, who are you? My name is Inanna, queen of heaven and earth. Please let me in. I have come to see what I have not seen yet, to experience what I'm not experienced yet, and to learn what do not yet know. So she gave her royal crown. Second gate, she gave a bracelet, gave up her bracelet. The third gate, she said the same thing. My name is Inanna. I have come to see what I have not. So they were taking stuff from her. The necklace, she hands it over, continues through the gates. 6th gate, she rubbed off her breastplate. She screams out, my heart is exposed. She cannot cover her body. And then as she looks back from where she came, completely the path is gone. She has no choice but to continue. Eventually, Inanna reaches the last and final gate, the 7th gate. She tapped on the door. Hello, I am here. And that is all. At this gate, she asked to hand in her last and final piece of clothing, her royal cloak. She is now completely naked and vulnerable, with nothing to defend herself. She is meeting her sister Ashigal. She enters the final gate naked, defeated and humble. She enters throne of her sister Ashigal, the queen of the underworld. Ashigal sits regularly on the throne and looks at Inanna with the eye of death. In the moment that Inanna dies, in that moment she leaves her sister corpse on the hook. 3 days. Meanwhile, Ninshubur is waiting for Inanna's arrival by the 3rd day. Remember the story of Jesus Christ? Ninshubur does as he was told. He bangs the drums and informs the community that their queen has descended into the underworld. The elderly rush to the underworld to rescue Inanna. They make it through each gate easily and find her hanging on the hook, her corpse rotting, attempting to bring her, but nothing seems to work. She died, she didn't come back. But her sister eventually, she gave her water in the underworld. She approached her sister and gave her the water of life and magical substance which can resurrect the dead. Everyone stands back waiting. Inanna slowly comes back to life as Ashigar retreats into the darkness. Just as Inanna turns to leave, the guards of the underworld, the demons, they stop her. She may leave, but only under one condition. She must leave someone or something of value behind. But what? She wonders if she remains underworld forever. The elderly tell her the community need her. She must return. She takes a long time to figure out what to leave, and in the end, decides to sacrifice her husband because she knew he loved her. He would do anything to bring her back to life, even it will cost him his life. This is what Jesus Christ did for his wife. And his wife is Maria Magdalena. And before that, it was Eve. So he was crushed on the cross because of Eve. And the story repeats itself. He married Eve later on. Eve is actually Maria Magdalena. So he saved Eve by being a serpent and convincing her to eat to get the power of fertility and sex to create life, become like gods. That's why Jesus Christ was killed, because he saved the human race and updated the human race to become like us. So we go back to the story we read. So this is a this is the story. So when then he brought me to the entrance of the northern gate of the house of the Lord, and I saw a woman sitting there mourning the god Tammuz. So the Roman Empire, Constantine decreed the Christianity will be the state religion of Roman Empire, eventually led to this Christianizing of Rome, yearly festival for Samaris and Tammuz. That's how the holiday changed from being about the resurrection of Tammuz to being about the resurrection of Jesus Christ. I think the reason for all this negativity is about Jesus married. No, 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 he was not married. So I think this is the same from uh, this thinking about sex as something sinful, starting from this story of Eve and Adam, Eve, and the tree of good and evil that is representing the evolution of the humans from the Homo erectus to the Homo sapiens sapiens, through the tree of good and evil. That is Ashira, that is Inanna. We talked about this one. It was the wife of Yahweh, Jehovah. And he said, no one should take from this. It's only for me. And we were kept in the slave mentality, slave conditions under this God who said, forbid to eat from that tree. And Jesus Christ, he came and he convinced our mother Eve to eat, and then we got the ability to have sex and become like gods, procreate on our own. Just he said to the Jews, is it not written in your Bible that you are gods? This is what Jesus Christ he said to the Jews. Let's check this out. By sex, this is how we became gods. So all these stories they deny. Jesus said, you are gods. This is nothing from me here, people. Jesus, John 10:34. Jesus replied, is it not written in your law, I have said you are gods? So we are gods, people, because we can procreate on our own. So this is Askiel. So mourning for the god Tammuz. So this is how Jesus' marriage. So see here. I think the only reason for this negativity is the proof that for historical marriage between Jesus of Nazareth and a woman known as Mary the Magdalene has become overwhelming. Even before our findings, everything pointed to their marriage, and nothing argued for Jesus' celibacy. The only thing that continues to argue for Jesus' celibacy is 2,000 years of theological bullying, BS. This may come as a shock for most people, but the fact is none of the four Gospels said that Jesus was celibate. The Gospel called Jesus Rabbi. Rabbis, then, as we know, must be married. If Jesus was not married, he would not be Rabbi. Someone would have noticed. So now you know a story. You don't need to be God. You don't need to be prophet or saint. You just have love. You love truly your wife. You love your children. You love your family. You love your country. You love all people. You love the world. Then you can love God. Before that, you cannot love God. You need to have the love in your heart. Jesus Christ, he loved his wife. This is his wife, first wife. He gave her, he sacrificed himself for his wife. He gave her his blood. He convinced her to eat from the tree. He knew he was going to hell, to die, but he was resurrected. Just like Inanna, she she went to hell. She was resurrected. Who saved her? Jesus Christ or Tammuz. He went to hell to replace her. Then he was resurrected again. So this is the sacrifice, people. This is the sacrifice. This is a real sacrifice. They say Jesus Christ died for our sins. No, he didn't. He died for his wife, to save his wife, to bring back his wife. Who is his wife? Who is Jesus Christ's wife? Maria Magdalena. Who is Maria Magdalena? Inanna, Ishtar, Ashtarute, Freya. Why you must bring her back? Because without her, we don't have sex. She's a goddess of fertility and sex and love. Without her, we don't have love. We don't have sex. We don't have fertility. Jehovah, he didn't like it. He didn't like that we have fertility. We can procreate on our own. That's Sophia. Talking about Sophia, the mother of Jehovah, Yahweh. Sophia is Inanna, is Ashtarte, is Freya. You want me to continue? Is Rachel. So I can't compare Jesus Christ with people dying for Palestine. You see the connection? Jesus Christ was in Palestine. It's all have connected. Reincarnation, people. Reincarnation. So the story repeats itself. I think this negative, you see, you cannot deny this one. People, this is the same story. It's repeating itself. So let's read here. I think the reason for this negativity is a proof that historical marriage by Jesus Nazareth, known as Maria Magdalena, behave overwhelming. They knew about it. They lied about it. He said not married. They said he was not married. Everyone stands back waiting. Inanna slowly comes back to life as Ashiga after 3 days retreat in darkness. Just as Inanna turns to leave, the guards of the underworld stop her. She may leave, but only under one condition. She must leave someone or someone of value behind. This is sacrifice. This is real love. But what she wonders, she remains in underworld forever. The early tell her community she needs her. She must return to her community to bring fertility back to earth. She takes a long time to figure out what to leave, and in the end, decides to sacrifice her husband. And all women were crying for Tammuz, her husband. He sacrificed himself. He went to hell to save her, to bring her back. That's why the women were crying for him. They thought this is the perfect husband. Every woman wants such a husband. And this is Jesus Christ. He died for his wife. He was crushed on the cross for Eve. He saved Eve from enslavement, from uh, suffering in that hell called Eden, the Garden of Eden, where it was a laboratory and the Anunnaki conducted experiments to create the human race. And the creator, Enki Adonai, was not alone, but he wanted to be alone with Eve to rape her. And she couldn't know until Jesus Christ came as a serpent and saved her and her, her husband, so they could get rid of the devil by becoming free from the enslavement and to procreate and to fill earth with people through sex. Having sex is not a sin. Having sex with between wife and husband is not a sin. That's the devil saying it's a sin. And in order to have sex, you need to follow the laws and stuff like that, and buy and sell. This is not how it's supposed to be. It is our uh, right to have sex. It was granted by God to have sex, nothing to be shamed for, nothing to be shamed to have sex, man with his wife. It's not a sin to eat from a tree of fertility and to evolve to the Homo sapiens sapiens that we are now. That's because Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ, he sacrificed himself for humans, so we can have sex, we can procreate, we can fill the earth with children. And this is was against the devil. Devil didn't want that. That's why we worship Jesus Christ, because he made us to be like gods. And this is because also we cherish our mother Eve, who showed us the way through Jesus Christ when she accepted the offer and took from the tree of good and evil, from the oil. That is our mother. We are proud of Eve, our mother. She did a very good thing, and the devil was crushed. But the devil waited until Jesus Christ came back and he took his punishment. The punishment by crucifying Jesus Christ on the cross. This is what the similarity between Jesus Christ and Inanna. Inanna is representing the tree of good and evil, and Jesus Christ is inviting her to eat from the fertility tree. Also, the story of Inanna, she dies 3 days, she resurrected, and also Tammuz is resurrected, just like resurrection of Jesus Christ. So let's read here resurrection of Tammuz. Tammuz. Tammuz was allegedly resurrected by the goddess Inanna Ishtar. So when he went to hell to save her, she went after him and she saved him, and he came back, and she went down, and the story continues like that. Sacrifice people. So the seasonal cycle came to be connected with Tammuz supposed annual death and resurrection. Also, Jesus and Akkadian God both were called shepherds. So we have the similarity between the resurrection of Tammuz and the resurrection of Jesus Christ and the resurrection of Inanna, Ishtar, Sibel, Aphrodite. The different names were same. This is our mother, Eve. Same story repeats itself, people. So yeah, this is very nice to meditate on. Actually, see how it is repeating itself, the story over and over again. So if you look here, we have something. Need to look here, but of course, this is very hard to see. We had this. I had some pictures from today. Oh, I just want to talk about this matter. This is very important to see how the story went, why Tammuz is mentioned in the Holy Bible, and the connection of the stories in the Bible with the Sumerian story of Tammuz. And we have here some pictures. I have this picture for you. This is here. This is a spaceship of Keanu. I have this one only, and I was not collecting pictures recently. See how it went. See the bluish coming from the light of the spaceship. This is the morning star in the background. So it went like that. And then it is another picture. I have a lot of pictures from before. We went through these ones. This first of mine. We went through these ones. You saw these ones. I just want to. We had a lot of nice pictures recently, and I was not. I've been not. I hadn't time to be watching the webcam. So let's read the news. See, here's the praying. This guy is bowing down. This is President Trump sitting here in this chair. I don't know. They went like, see, they went like, I don't know, some kind of, I don't know, some kind. You don't go down. You don't go down on your knees or you don't bow down. But these people, they just, I can feel they like passion. They become like very passionate, and They need to express their feelings. They go down on their feet. They bow down. You have seen all these pictures. I'm just showing that um, from this one. You see the colors, people. This one we're gonna put it. So we go back here. You see this one here. And this one. So yeah, the story is rather. We're gonna read the news a little bit. We know that all this stuff is because of the ongoing war, and they want Gaza and Trump Netanyahu. Let's see here. So they started the invasion of Gaza. We're gonna take all Gaza, as they said. Netanyahu, he's very, very determined this time. He said, I don't care about the hostages. I need to take all Gaza. And they are bombing Yemen as we speak. 20 Israeli fighter jets strike in Yemen after Houthi missile hits Ben Gurion. So the Houthis went with a missile against the Israeli airport, and the Israelis revenge. 15 munitions dropped on Hudaida. They want to blow his economy, military, coordinate with the USA. So they are bombing. You see the bomb falling down on. So here we have also foreign airlines extended suspension of Israeli flights over Houthi missile attack. So he threatens Houthi, Iran. So it's going on revenge and killing and so who's the response to Zionist American rights Israeli strikes set to injure dozens. So also Israel bombed in Lebanon in Bekaa Valley. So Netanyahu, he wants whole Gaza. So this is, you see his face. I don't know what he looked very worried. He has not long time to go. He need to do something before. I don't know, but he wants to do something. But of course, he does. It's nothing. It's not about hostages anymore. The hostages will be released once this guy is gone. If he's not gone, the hostages will not be released. This is what he's saying. He's saying, I'm not. I need to take out Hamas. I need to take out Yemen. I need to take out Iran. I need to take out Hezbollah, and so on. And he continues, and you know that he's bombing Syria as well. So this guy is messed up. Seriously, this guy is messed up. Netanyahu. He had time. He didn't release the hostages. He want to go and wage wars against Iran, Yemen, Hezbollah, Syria. But why not Egypt? Egypt is a very nice place. You can buy this place, sell it to Trump. President Trump is the one who gave him this power. Otherwise, he would not dare to say stop because he doesn't want to attack Iran on his own. He said he want to drag USA with this war. You don't drag USA with your war. You know that Trump is weak for you. He has something like I don't know, but So this is Trump. He said he's gonna take Gaza. Hamas making it impossible. Gaza treated very badly by Hamas. So yeah. So what are you gonna do about it? Bomb. So you need to bomb more in Gaza. Trump again discuss Gaza. Syria is good. So I don't know what to say, but people in Gaza are starving. They are starving. They don't need bombs. If you just leave them, they will die because they don't have food to eat. But when you kill them, you help them because otherwise you'll be suffering. So we have also President Putin is threatening with nukes. They say threatening Ukraine with nukes. So President Trump and the Europeans are not talking a lot much about that one. I think they are most engaged with Gaza thingy. They won't have Gaza. Americans and the Israelis desperately. They are acting as if they are running out of time. I don't know why, but they can do it like a killing. They can do it without like hitting up. So Putin says this is very worrying people. I don't know what to say. I remember I met you like 1 year, 2 years ago when commenting the war between Ukraine and Russia. And President Putin, he said something like that. I said, why nobody's talking about it in Western world, in Europe? It's hardly getting any like in the news. And I thought, okay, do you want to downplay this stuff? Like the boy who cried wolf. You know that story? The boy pretended as an attack, and everybody came, but he was lying, and he did it one more time, and nobody. They came second time, the third time they didn't come, and the wolves came and ate the sheep, and the sheep were killed, and then the villagers, people in the village, they came up to the mountain and saw all the sheep were killed by the wolves, by the wolf. And they said the boy was crying, was calling for them, didn't come. So if you keep providing lies to the news, like you're not sincere by covering the news what's going on in Gaza, and you're lying and talk about Hamas attack and this stuff, you just keep repeating this stuff to brainwash and stuff, then people will not differentiate between different stories. Like when President Putin, like he's saying, "I hope I will not use nuclear." Nobody reaction. Nobody like they don't know this. Like they cannot comprehend because they are fed up with lies. They don't understand. They don't follow up the news. If you ask me, if President Putin is a wise guy, is a smart guy, he wouldn't do it. But otherwise, he would not go into Ukraine. He already did that. And President Trump, he didn't stop him. Is that why they are rushing for the Gaza thingy? President Trump, you won't. You want a nuclear confrontation. You want Russia to do it, to pull the trigger, the push the button, the nuclear button. You want that? I don't think so. So they are focusing on this region and Ukraine, Russia stuff. This is very messed up. You are giving, you are giving, you are giving, encouraging President Putin to do this stuff. You, you people, you should know that the Nostradamus prophecy, when the incoming is seen like it is now, although it's not very clear, when they see it, they will rush to World War III and the nuclear World War III is very near because one little thing happens, somebody is killed, like a leader and stuff, and all hell will break loose. This is very, very dangerous, people. Very serious and dangerous. Putin says he forced there will be no need to use nuclear weapons in Ukraine. This is very serious, people. So this is all this thing stuff happening. So let's read here. Let's see. I'll list one and then we finish. So Palestinians fear second Nakba as Israel plans to intensify Gaza. Israeli. So Netanyahu says Gaza population to be moved in intensive Israeli operation. So let's go check the earthquakes. We had an earthquake today in Taiwan, 5.7, rather strong. I don't know if there were any injuries. Let's read about that one. Today we have a 5.5 earthquake east of Taiwan. So this is 5.5 Taiwan. Taipei, magnitude 5.5 earthquake struck on the coast. There's no immediate reports of damage following the quake. So let's check the earthquakes. It's all already 1 hour. I was just talking about Inanna, Jesus Christ, Maria Magdalena, and Tammuz. So let's see here earthquakes worldwide. We have 5.3 Iceland. You see, this is Taiwan, 5.3. We had a 5.7 in Chile. This is this one, 6.4. You see here. All these in Chile, 7.4. Second of May. This is 2 days ago, 7.4. And we have this like 6.4, also Chile, Argentina. Argentina. This is very much, this is increased. So we have 5.7 Taiwan. This is what I'm talking about. This one, 5.7. I want to know if any injuries or damage. They hardly talk about earthquakes anymore because of this Israeli Gaza conflict. And the Americans, they are engaging in this one. They want to expand to Iran, and Yemen is already being bombed. And of course, they are still bombing in Lebanon and in Syria. So that's the one. So we don't have any injuries, but 5.7 is rather biggie. We're gonna check the time lapse, and gonna just show you the where it's supposed to be now, and this is will be hard for me to tell you, but I can see it. Maybe you don't. I can see it. This is where we're looking. We were looking at this here, and we're gonna check the time lapse because all this stuff, people. I don't know if you are if you need to point out this stuff, people. So maybe I need to use this another stuff. If you look here, people, this stuff here, this is the edge. You see it? This is the edge. You see the edge, people? What is behind, we don't care about. But this is the edge. Start here, like here, all this place. Let's let's play the time lapse. Uh, so this is what I'm trying to say, people. We've been watching this webcam for 3 years, like in 2020, and that they changed the web camera position, and you still see it, but it was when they changed last time. You see it like uh, very near the horizon. Now it's going. It went up, and this is very, very, very. It is moving, and it will go to the sun. So we expect increase in earthquakes, hurricanes, and very strange weather in different countries and stuff. But of course, this is because of that. They know about it. They are doing. They want to have World War III. Very, very eager to have it. They can go on bombing Iran. They want to have a guarantee that Russia will join in. It's not like they want to have guarantee that Russia will not join in. They want to have a guarantee, or China. They want to have a guarantee that China or Russia or China and Russia will go in and help Iran. This is how they think. They want World War III, people. They want it too bad. It is the only way to put us in the bunkers so we cannot watch the sky. The morning star is coming. It's coming near. It's coming bigger. It's coming. It's moving. They don't want that. So, of course, I'm talking about 3 years. I've been watching stuff, people. 3 years. And now we don't have it. Where it is? It went up. It is moving. It started. You need to have the World War III before it is. affecting people. So let's watch. It's not working. So okay, it's an advertisement, and then we're gonna watch this one. So yeah, this is what you see it. This is at night. Last night. You see it. So you see that one. You saw this one. You saw what it was. Let's see if we can get it here. The like 32 amazing people. Check this out. You see these clouds, people? See how it's forming some kind of a layer, like in the sky. You see this straight line. You see this edge, people? It is covering up something behind. Can we take a picture here? I think it would be good. It's like a pyramid, actually. Another one. Let's do it again. I lost this one. I need to take this one. So this is, let's take a picture. This is the pyramid in the sky, people. This is amazing. Here you have it. Now you see it. You see it? The edge? Here we are looking at this one. This one was here on top. You see the moon here? You see where the moon is descending? Let's see the moon descending. You see how it went behind the cloud, the moon? See how it comes. Went so fast. So it went there. So yeah, this is all I had for you today. 1 hour I was talking about the similarities between Tammuz, who is mentioned in the Ezekiel, in the Holy Bible. All the women were crying for him. He was missed, and this Tammuz is like he sacrificed himself for his wife. He went to her to save her, to bring her back. Jesus Christ, he sacrificed himself for us humans, so we can have life and we can have sex. So let's not forget that. A lot of sacrifice needed sometimes to bring forth the meaning of the purpose of life. It was given to us like some right from God. We have the right to live. It was given from the Most High on Father of Jesus Christ, and nobody can take this right from us to live and to have to enjoy our life having sex with the like husband, wife, and stuff like that. And you don't you don't go don't need anybody to give you the right to have sex and stuff like that. It was given from Jesus Christ Himself. That's all, people. Blessings.